In 2018, Mark Robinson made a speech at a city council meeting that changed his life. The video of that speech in Greensboro, North Carolina, has been viewed more than 200 million times online. And it just happened to propel Mark into politics. 2 years later, he was elected the lieutenant governor of the state of North Carolina. He says now, we are the majority, and that's the title of his brand new book. And we're so happy to have him back with us tonight. Would you please welcome to the show Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson of North Carolina. Welcome back, my friend.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
You talk about in this book, and it's so powerful. It's a great American story. You grew up in a rat-infested home in Greensboro, North Carolina. Life wasn't easy for you. Mm-hmm. You're now the lieutenant governor of the state. A lot of people believe you'll be the next governor of North Carolina. I would not be surprised. I'd be surprised if you weren't. So what is it about Mark Robinson that made all of this journey, and it happened?
Well, I think the number one thing is the fact that I was introduced at an early age to my faith through my mother. Faith is what's got us through. I tell people, if folks don't believe this is still the greatest country on earth, that I've got a story to tell them, because my story is only possible in America and with God. And so it's the faith factor that really is what put us over God's school.
I know that you're one of the most absolute dynamic speakers I've ever heard. But God has given you an ability to communicate in such a way, and it all started at that city council meeting. Did you plan that it would be that much of an impact when you went and spoke?
Absolutely not. And in fact, when I went to that meeting, I didn't plan on speaking at all. I got down to that meeting and felt compelled to go because I had done a lot of politicking on social media. And I said, you know, here's a chance to go down and be seen in person, to stand up for what you believe in. And so I went down, and my intention was to support the people who I knew would be there speaking up for things that I believed in. But when I got there and I heard some of the things that I heard, I just, honestly, I got madder and madder. And I just said, I've got to say something. And the rest, as they say, is history.
At what point did it become obvious that God might be saying, hey, Mark, there may be an opportunity for you to run for office? And I'm sure there may have been in your mind, I don't know if I want to do that.
I don't know if there was a moment when that happened, but I do remember the moment it hit me, how life-changing this had been. And this is, I can't remember, maybe early 2019, I had been invited to go to Nuremberg, Germany by a gun rights group in Europe. And as I was leaving Nuremberg, I was looking out the window at the mountains in the distance and thinking, I've come all this way, and now God has led me all the way to Nuremberg, Germany on this journey. This is not by happenstance. Yeah. This is on purpose. This is where God wants me. He wants me in this arena to share a word that's going to inspire people to keep the rights that He has given them. And it's led me all the way over here to a foreign country. So it was at that moment that I knew that God was leading me in the direction that He wanted me to be in.
Your book is titled, We Are the Majority. Mm-hmm. A lot of people would say, oh, no, you conservatives and pro-life people and pro-Second Amendment people, you really are out there on the extreme. You're on the edge. You don't think that? Absolutely not.
And when I say we are the majority, I'm not just talking about the people who think like me. I'm talking about all the Americans in this country who get up every day, go to work hard for their families, play fair, play by the rules, and want to keep and maintain their rights and want to be treated fairly. That's the majority in this country. The vast majority of people in this country, they want to do the right thing, and they want the right thing done, no matter what party they may be a part of or whether they're political or apolitical. It doesn't matter. I'm talking about that group of Americans that want to do it right and do it right themselves.
You know, Governor, I think that there are a lot of people who can relate to you as a person who has struggled. You didn't go get a Harvard law degree and hang out your shingle in some law firm. You've worked hard. You've worked like a lot of Americans have had to work, and you bring that to the state capitol every single day. That's got to be important.
Absolutely. One of the first questions I was asked when I was running for lieutenant governor, someone asked me, how much political experience do you have? My answer was, I have zero political experience, and I don't want any political experience. What I want to do is I want to take the citizenship experience that I have as a North Carolinian and as an American. I want to take that to Raleigh and represent the North Carolinians who have walked the same walk that I've walked, because I understand what they've gone through. I understand what they are because I've been there, and I don't ever want to forget that. I don't want to be that person that has a political career. I want to be that citizen servant who is there to serve the people who elected him, and we want to keep that perspective always.
What a novel idea, a representative form of government with people who actually represent real people.
Absolutely.
There's no wonder why you have become one of the most popular political figures in the country. I will predict that this book, We Are the Majority, will be a runaway bestseller. It should be. It is your story, but it's also the story of every American who just loves this country and loves the basic constitutional privileges that we have.
That's right.
Anxious to see where God is going to take you, wherever the top is. I have a feeling that's where you're headed.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
But we're so glad to have you back. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me back. It's been a pleasure.
Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson. Now, our audience can pick up the book, We Are the Majority. This is available wherever books are sold, and you can also keep up with the Lieutenant Governor of North Carolina online. We have all the links for you to do that at Huckabee.tv. Hey, you. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Since you're still here, let me share something with you. If you click on the subscribe button below, hit that notification bell next to it, and click the like button, you know what that's going to do? Virtually guarantee that you don't turn into an AOC fanatic. Do it now, before it's too late.